I like to combine the two modalities together because I think they can really help us. So I'm just going to get started straight away and pull a tarot card, show it to you all via the camera, and then you might want to put some things in the chat of what you're seeing, what you think about the card. So let's pull a card for the collective today. Okay, we have the Four of Cups, so you might want to have a look at that and see if there's any messages coming through. So the Four of Cups is about when we're focusing on the problems and not on solutions, or when we actually have really good things going on in our life, but we want something so specific, and because we're not getting it, we forget about all the other cups. So cups is to do with emotions. So this is about how we handle disappointments, setbacks, frustrations, or when we're just focusing on, like, say if you want to manifest a specific career and that's it, just that one thing is in your head, and there's a lot of other great things happening in your life, but you're not focusing on it because you're so locked into this one thing. You just want this one thing to change and your whole life will be amazing. But the truth is there's so much beauty already in your life. It's just perhaps we're struggling to see it. We're just focusing on our problems. We're focusing on what's not working. And when we focus on those things, it expands. You know, what you focus on expands. If you're always focusing on the lack of something, you're just going to feel it more. And so I think with this tapping for us all, we can shift from feeling that lack, feeling this disappointment that we don't have what we need, to then tapping into let's focus on the beauty in our life. So if you have some water, you might want to take a sip of water. And with tapping, what we do is we tap on meridian points in our body and we speak out loud, and it's a way for us to move the stuck energy around and to shift our perspective. You might end up feeling like you're tired after this, you might feel energized. It's called emotional freedom technique. So really it's about us allowing the emotions to be released so that we can clear it away rather than holding on to our emotions and keeping them stuck in. So for the first tapping point, we begin here on the side of the hand, the karate chop point. So if you want to start tapping there, any hand will do. And we'll just come into the body for a moment. You might want to close your eyes and just check in with how you're feeling and maybe how the Four of Cups is resonating for you. Maybe there's something specific in your life right now that you really want, like there's something you've been working towards for ages and it's just not happening, and you just keep focusing on the issues, the problems, the setbacks, and it can feel really frustrating. So just allow yourself to feel the frustration, the disappointment, the setbacks, and you might want to notice where is it sitting in your body, or what thoughts keep coming up. Because what happens is we think the thought creates these emotions and triggers, and then it becomes a whole experience. So we're just going to allow ourselves to feel through this first part and allow it to all surface so it can be released. So take a deep breath in and exhale. And all you need to do is repeat after me out loud. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Here we go. There's this thing that I really want. This dream that I want to manifest. And I've been going at it for years. Putting in time, energy, money, resources, in the hopes that it will manifest now. And it feels like it's taking a long time. Or maybe I've had some disappointments recently. I felt like I got so close, and then it fell apart. And I keep focusing on the absence of the thing I want. I can feel the lack. And even though I feel this way, I'm choosing to deeply and completely love and forgive myself. And it can feel really heavy in my body. And perhaps it's taken up most of my focus recently. Asking myself the same questions, where is it? When's it going to happen? Or maybe you can see that others around you have it and you don't yet. It can feel really frustrating to put in the effort and to not see the results. And even though I may feel that way, I choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself. But I know that this just takes a shift of perspective. Instead of focusing on the lack or absence of this thing, what if I could just zoom out and see the beauty of my whole life and not give this thing so much power? It doesn't have power over me. And as I zoom out, I see my whole world is beautiful. And I've just been so locked in on this one thing that I've forgotten about the rest of it. And I forgive myself for that. Because it's easy to get, obsessed with something, to feel that excitement and energy, and to just forget about everything else. But I'm choosing to release my grip, to give this thing some space, because I want to give myself space to be free of this frustration and disappointment and get back to enjoying my life. Okay, you can stop tapping and just take a deep breath in and exhale. And just noticing how you're feeling on that first part of the tap in. You might be feeling lots of different emotions, from frustration to release to sadness. There might be a whole range of emotions, grief. Is anything coming up for anyone? Let me know in the chat. Was there something specific? We do have a second part of the tapping, but I just like to check in. If you just join in, we're just tapping on the Four of Cups, which is a card about we're focusing on the absence, the lack, the emptiness of something, when really there's always more opportunities, there's always more things coming in, there's so much more out there. It's so interesting because literally I did a tap-in before I came live today, and I didn't even pull this card, but it was about that. And I feel like a lot of us might be going through that, where there's that one thing you really want, it's not happened yet, but you feel like to manifest you've got to just pour everything into it. But actually sometimes it takes a little bit of surrender and letting go. So that's kind of where we're going to be heading into next. All right, so with the tapping, you just need to follow along after me. We've got 8 different tapping points, and this second part is about clearing the resistance, clearing that attachment, and being able and open to surrender to our dreams. So let's begin at the top of the head, and again, you're just repeating after me out loud, taking what resonates and leaving the rest. I know I want this thing. My vision board knows it. Maybe I've told everybody about it. And even though it feels like it's taking longer than I expected, I'm choosing to trust in divine timing. And sometimes divine timing is an annoying word for me, because I know part of me wants it now. But I'm choosing to be open. I'm choosing to zoom out and see the beauty of my life. What part of my life is going really well? Maybe it's my relationship, my friendships, my hobbies, my health, my home. There's so much to be grateful for. And sometimes I forget about all the things that I've already accomplished. I can go back 5 years ago and think about what I wanted then. And maybe I've manifested some of those things I desired. But the thing with desire is we always want more. And now there's nothing wrong with wanting more. But I also need to enjoy the process. To enjoy the journey of my life. And remind myself, if it hasn't manifested for me yet, then something better might be on the way. Something way bigger than my imagination. And this frustration I'm feeling is part of my journey. It's part of my soul's growth. And it will be a really fun story to tell in the future. So I'm letting go of the attachment to this desire. I'm letting go of the timeline I've put it on. And I choose to trust the universe. I choose to trust that it's working out for me. And that instead of focusing on the lack of what I want, to focus on the good in my life. To romanticize the little things. And to just feel good for feeling good's sake. Because this thing isn't going to change my life. I get to change my life. It's not a huge thing that happens, but it's the small steps along the way. And as I surrender this desire over to the loving hands of the universe, it makes me feel so free. Like a huge weight has lifted off my shoulders. I don't have to try so hard. I just need to enjoy my life. And I'm open to new opportunities. I'm open to something different. I'm open to surprises and delights. And this gives me so much more space to just be. And I remind myself that I am worthy just because I exist. And this thing that I want isn't going to make me feel any more worthy. Because I was born worthy. And I am enough exactly as I am today, right now. And so it is. Okay, you can take a deep breath in and exhale. And take a moment to just check in with yourself, that dream that you had at the beginning, all those frustrations. Just see where that's landing in your body. Maybe you feel a little bit more lighter about it. And you can choose to focus on something in your life right now that is working, and just put all of your energy and focus on that. Like, is it your health, your friendships, your career? Is it something that you achieved in the last week? And just focus on those small things that aren't small. They're actually massive, but we forget about them because we're so laser focused on something that we don't have. And just allow yourself to fill your mind up with the gratitude already of your life, the things you've already manifested and accomplished, the beautiful home you live in, the life that you're living. Remembering it's about the small things, not the big things. Whether it's your morning coffee or the beautiful sun in the sky. You might want to write those things down. You know, it's like to have that gratitude list. You can open your eyes if you had them closed. And yeah, let me know how that's sitting for you, how that's landing for you. Maybe there's something that came up for you. You're like, yeah, actually, that really resonated. For me, absolutely. I feel as though this was quite aligned today, even though it's for everyone. I'm sure we've all been there, and we have those moments of feeling doubt and stuck and frustrated about how long something's taking. But sometimes it just takes longer than we think, but that's okay. And we have to trust the divine timing. Sometimes it can happen all at once, but that's the adventure and the magic of life. I'm glad Marzena. Feeling more calm. Great. So if you do have a question for the tarot, just pop it into the chat. Note with tarot, just like we're not really focusing too much on the future. It can't predict yes and no. But if you want to pull a card for your career, maybe it's about your health, maybe it's about manifestation, anything. Shreya, need a reminder time, and again, to feel happy about the beauty in your life. Yeah, miss the frustrations, and there's always going to be frustrations. Life is never perfect. That's just, we live in this polarity. But I think if we're able to go, okay, I'm thinking like I'm doom spiraling. How can I just focus on, oh, my dog's here, great, you're great, oh, this outfit, I love this. Like the little things that we forget we have.